Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm so excited to see you this week. Sorry about last week, but we are ready to give you guidance. Michele Tell from the Signs of Tarot is my beautiful partner in this endeavor, where we bring to you the energy surrounding each astrological sign, and we talk about your career, love, and the energy surrounding it. And this week, I'm going to be using from the my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Welcome everybody. Technical difficulty on the video. We are using the Six of Swords and we are Rainy Day from rainyday.com. Welcome Sandra Bush. I am terrible at last names, terrible at names. You can find me at rainyday.com. I am a generational psychic medium. You know, Schmidt happens, and I don't know how I pulled that wrong video, but we just move forward because guess what? September is all about transition. September is all about moving ahead. I'm going to post that separately because September is really an exciting time for all of us to be on this earth. We're going to start with horoscopes. We are going to go through each astrological sign. Michele and I are going to be pulling cards. I'm going to be using my mediumship psychic abilities as Michele does too. She's going to be joining us shortly because we can't see you, Michele, if you can hear me. I'm telling you, the Six of Swords is all about going with the flow. I don't know what happened, Michele, but you're muted. I pulled the wrong video. It was the world, but this week we're blah. Schmidt happens. We're good now. We're live.
Hi everybody. Hi Rainey. Love you. We are.
I love you.
Retrograde for real.
Right.
The struggle is real. I mean, we are a shadow, and to me, shadow has always been the more intense place of Mercury with retrograde. So here we are. It's nice to see you. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us for Tarot Tuesdays.
Yeah, let's get started. Let's just jump into it because it's 12 on the dot. I'm sure more people will be joining us. Just make sure you guys post your questions here. Give us some feedback. Let us know where you're from. We are here live. We're going to answer all of your questions. We pull a card. I'm sorry. Yeah, we pull cards. I'm telling you, Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass right now. But we pull a card. We talk about career, your love life, and the energy surrounding it. And this week, I'm going to be using the Six of Swords. And now here's another weird thing. I always pull from the major arcana, the remaining cards that we haven't talked about. And this little booger just jumped in there. And what I love about this is one of my mentors, Lisa Robinson, talks about the Six of Swords as a transition card. It's like the movement that happens in the middle of 2 points, a beginning and an end. I love that. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let's jump into Aries. Michele, what decks are you using?
I'm going to really keep it simple because it's Mercury with retrograde, and here's just what I want to share with you about Mercury with retrograde. And it's gotten so much mainstream public relations and everything else. But the truth of the matter is Mercury with retrograde and the energy that comes down to us here on Earth, it's real. It's absolutely real. And the truth is what it does is it really pulls upon you, makes you really think, analyze, and move forward with situations. Yes, electronics break. For real. Everything breaks during Mercury with retrograde, from air conditioning units to computers, to calculators, to your phone. Just be very careful because it's very prone that the electrical current from the energy that comes down with Mercury makes things go foul here on Earth, period. But the other energy that comes down, it's a moment of reflection. It's a very deep moment of reflection. Mercury with retrograde happens 4 times a year. And it's at this time that you begin to really analyze who you are, where you've been, where you want to go, and you match the points. Is where I am now who I want to be? Is where I was in the past, is that who I am now? And you will see a bunch of connectives. So much, every ex-girlfriend and every ex-boyfriend tends to reach out to you during Mercury with retrograde. You tend to run into people you haven't spoken to. Mercury with retrograde is also a time for do-overs, for admitting mistakes were made, and for setting the pattern of doing over. And that means conversations with people that matter to you. That means really reflecting on your life. Have you made the right decisions for yourself? So it's a very deep, deep energy. It's more deep than what mainstream media has really taken Mercury of retrograde. Everything's going to be fucked up. And yeah, it is. I mean, things get crazy during Mercury with retrograde. They just do. But it is the deepest time and it's a moment for reflection. So I'm off my soapbox. I'm going to dive right in. Aries, I'm using my one oracle deck of the wisdom of the trees, like I always do for energy. I'm using the Crystal Vision Tarot. It's very moon driven, and I'm using, as always, my double Rider-Waite. I use 2 decks in one because the spirit wants to come through. It usually channels through me with the same card more than once. I'm trying to keep it very simple. But
It's so funny
Aries,
you talk about simple, because the oracle cards I'm using today are Sonia Croquette. The answer is simple. You can't make this shit up.
Be careful with your communication during Mercury with retrograde, because you could say, yes, I want to meet you, something very simple in a text, and it comes through and funnels on the other way as, yes, I wanted to meet you, but you're not. It comes across wrong. So just keep life very simple, keep your communication very simple, keep your actions very simple, and keep it very cut and dry. Aries, I'm diving in right now, and I'm feeling the need to give you a 3-card read. Now we've got to get out of here at 1 o'clock, so we have an hour to go. So I'm going to flip it over. The first card I'm going to get right now is I'm going to give you the oracle of the U tree. I'm going to go in as fast and as quickly as I can. You ever hear the saying that you finally are seeing the forest through the trees, meaning the fog is lifting and you're finally seeing clarity, you're finally having a revelation? Well, this is seeing the moon through the trees. Okay, let's talk about the moon in the world of tarot. The moon, as beautiful and as powerful as the energy is, the moon has a tendency of hiding things. When we look at the full moon, when we go out and look at a crescent moon, we tend to get sucked in to that moment. But what about the other 90% that's happening behind the scenes in the shadow? This is starting off with you, Aries, as make sure you are seeing things with a clear sense of mind and seeing things as reality and not seeing or hearing what you want to hear and see. So I'm just sharing that with you, and I'm going to go real close. On that moon is a star. In the world of tarot, star is always about healing. It's always about healing from the inside out, not the outside in. So what this is telling me right out of the gate, just as an overall feeling right now, is that be careful for deceptive and unreliable situations, but understand that it's part of your healing process to identify what you're about ready to go into. Okay, let's dive right into it.
So is this on love?
Now we're going on love. That was just an overall.
Because I want to add to that real quick. I know you have to get out of here at 1, but I want you guys, Aries, to watch for irritations with other people. Those interactions, be very careful. Like Michele said, what you speak. Spirit channel to me this morning, Aries, that's going to be a problem for you, not just for this week, but for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just be kind. If it's not kind, don't say it.
All right, love, 2 of Swords. Major decision. 2 of Swords. Swords are all about communication, all about intellect. You have a major decision in love to make. Now, if you're in an existing relationship, we all have many, many decisions that have to be made all of the time. If you're in a new relationship, we all have many decisions that need to be made at a time. But this is also channeling people who are looking for love. It's time for you to make a decision, get off your ass and look for it. It's not going to knock on your door with a silver slipper and say, hey, I'm here, come to me. It's telling me right now that decisions need to be made for you right now, Aries, that will change your life and change your mindset. But only you can make that decision to get off the couch and say, it's time for me to move.
And September is all about movement and action. And that's what I love about the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords means you got to start. You can't continue to just stay on the shore. You're in the boat. You're already going down the road. You never know where the boat maybe started or where it's ending, but you just got to get in the boat and trust that Spirit's got your back. Let's go on to Taurus.
I love that a minor arcana fell out of your deck, and we usually use a major arcana as our basis for these readings. The minor arcana, for those who are not as well versed in the world of tarot, the major arcanas are divinity. Minor arcanas are our own choice. It's our free will. This is a minor arcana, the 6 of Swords. And this is making the decision to get out of Dodge. Doesn't mean always that you are making a decision to move or leave. It's movement forward. You are making that decision. You're getting out of your head for making that decision, where many of us get trapped in. There's so many things we want to do and want to be. We can't get the F out of our own head. This is actually going in the boat and saying, I'm moving and sailing. So this is about free will. This is about you making that action and making change for yourself. Okay, we're going to dive into Aries for a career. And I got the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay?
Ah, swords. See the theme
A lot of
here?
mental.
Swords.
A lot of communication, a lot of mental. In the upright, this is the calm before the storm. In the reverse, the way you got it, this is the storm. So let's talk about that with career and employment right now, Aries. It's going to be a shitstorm in your office. For those of you who are existing, working, you're going to see a lot of changeover. It's like the last few weeks, COVID has lifted or not, whatever. People are trying to get back into the real world. And there's going to be some changeovers. I'm here to tell you, and I'm channeling it hard. There's going to be some layoffs in your existing workplace this week or the next week, very soon. Aries, it's going to be some changeovers. They're going to be eliminating some departments. They're going to be creating new departments. There's going to be a shift and a change. We're going to see that with many companies over the next 6 months. They have learned to be able to use employees out of their home. They have learned to cut costs over this time. This is the shitstorm. So I'm just keeping it raw and keeping it real like I always do, Aries. Work's going to be a little bit tumultuous. You know what? I always say, whenever that happens, stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane. Be non-existent. Go under the radar. You are on mute. I don't know if you can hear me, but you're unmuted. This is
Well,
so
son of a
Mercury.
gun.
This is
This is so Mercury for
this
me.
this is like shadow. I'm telling you, Mercury shadow retrograde is worse than Mercury with retrograde. I'm like serious.
Oh, and we just had a first quarter moon yesterday. And I know. But what Spirit had told me for you, Aries, more and more and more, not just week, but the next couple of weeks, really watch your one-on-one interactions. You just want to roll with the punches. Watch your mouth, because words are energy. You're going to hurt people that you don't need to be hurting, because there may be a position for you within this company. It just may be different and not what you want, but don't be tied to the outcome. And that's where that Six of Swords comes in. We want you to just go with the flow. You're that beautiful, mighty river, and you're going to go with the flow, because there will be an end point. We don't care where it started. There will be an end point, and it's always for your highest and best. So let's go to Taurus. Oh my gosh, Mars is rolling into Libra for you, Taurus. Watch out. This is going to be a tumultuous week. What do you got, Michelle?
Everything is tumultuous. I'm going to tell you one weird aside here. I have gotten calls for no less than 18 people this week for personal readings. People I have not read for 3 months. Out of those 18, 16 people are people I have not read for more than 3 months. I never get calls like this. So that's how my unscientific monkey survey of what is going on energetically, that people are out of sorts, and my cards are reflecting it. We got the Four of Wands in reverse. Sorry, Taurus, this is for love. This is arguments and fighting in the household. This is disagreeing with your significant partner. This is you starting to date somebody new and you're realizing this person's not for you. This is meeting somebody for a first date and them not showing up and standing you up. This is not good energy in the world of love. Keeping it real. It's shadow time, and I hate that I keep bringing that up, but I can't press upon you enough for me to get 18 calls in the last 3 days of people I haven't read for 3 months. That's energy, guys. That is unstoppable energy designed to really shake the fuck up and get what needs to leave our soul out of our soul, and to let go of the energetic purposes that are holding us down for being everything that we need to be. Okay, but here, Taurus, keeping it real. When I get that Four of Wands, which is the twin flame card, which is 1111 in the reverse, it's also telling me you are holding back, Taurus. This is for whatever Taurus this resonates with. And you know what we say here can't and won't resonate with everybody. What's going on with you right now, Taurus, is you're holding back something that you really need to discuss in an existing relationship. Something you know, or something that you feel, or something that you need to redirect and return around so this relationship ends up being the happy place you need it to be. This is coming down on you this week, Taurus, keeping it real. Something you're holding back. You are on mute again. I don't even know. You are on mute again. I don't
I'm
know.
not even muting. What the hell?
I don't
Son
know.
of a
The
gun.
energy right now is out of control, rainy day. Jeez.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I
I
think I just
love
need to go
that
have a
card.
cocktail.
Can you pull
I
that
love
card
this
for a second?
card. But what I want to tell you about this is this mirrors what your energy is at the time. These are your thoughts, your attitudes, and beliefs. So you really need to monitor those. You said 1111. When I see 11 or 1111, that means that I am manifesting whatever I am thinking very, very quickly, whether it be good and bad. So monitor your thoughts. Let's move on to career. Ooh, and
Fantastic.
your habits, your area of habits, and this goes into work as well. Oh, look at
Sorry,
that,
I have a hair
cups.
that's bugging me. I'm just
I
kidding.
love your hair today,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
You're gorgeous. All right, let's talk it. 9 of Cups. Fantastic card. Happiest card that we've gotten so far for this read, Taurus. If you're looking for a new job, it's going to come in. If you're up for a promotion, it's going to come in. This is the fat and happy card. This is also the card of excessive drinking. Got to keep it real. So if you are doing happy hours with work colleagues, make sure you don't say or talk or tweet or text. It's Mercury with retrograde. Stop the drunk texting. Anyway, this is all about happy times.
The
And
drunk texting and stopping is not going to work for me this week. I think I need a beer.
okay, I got you. I got you. This is a very happy card, Taurus. This is a wish fulfilled, which means a little bit on a deeper side for a career. This is about you getting what you've earned. So I want to say that this job that you're getting is nothing that you just called up and said, "Can I have a job?" This is something you've waited for years. This promotion is something you've worked your ass off for years. This is nothing that just happens because a women of prayer. This was hard work and effort to get there, and good card for you for a career.
I agree. So we have a lady who has a question. Her name is Tanya, and thank you for joining. Her question is, I would love to know when my cat is coming home. So I'm going to draw a card. Michelle, draw a card. What are you feeling? And I'm also going to ask Spirit because, I'm going to let Michelle go first because
Well,
I want
I
to make
pulled the
sure.
same card I pulled in the last deck with this deck, the Four of Swords. So I'm gonna be real truthful and honest with you. I think that you're gonna need to search for your cat a little bit. When I get this card, this is again a storm. This is the calm of the storm. If I would have gotten the card in this way, I would say your cat would be coming home. But I have a oh shit. Oh my God, what a day.
It's Mercury.
I want to say your cat is safe, but I want to say your cat has been misdirected, and flying this out of my hand really just made me feel that way. I think your cat's lost. And I know cats have radars that they're able to find their way back home, but I think your cat got turned around. And I think you have to do a proactive search for your cat and not just wait for it to meander back the way cats normally do. I think it got turned around. So I think you need to start knocking on some doors and go proactive. I got to keep it real for you. I love my pets and my heart bleeds for you that your animal's not home. So I think you need to proactively look for your animal.
No, I totally agree because what's the card I pulled, but before I even pulled this card, it says, call your spirit home. I have a really funny feeling that this beautiful, sweet soul might not be coming home. But like Michelle said, I really want you to just visualize them finding their way home and be proactive. You know, I go to my UAP video on YouTube and I talk about remote viewing, and I actually found what area my cat was in through remote viewing, and I don't it's too much to go in here, so look at that UAP video that I posted last Wednesday. It talks all about how I found my cat, and then saturate it with all kinds of flyers, call their name, call them home. My prayer is that you will bring this beautiful baby home. I cannot imagine. I put my beautiful little pinky down last Friday, and it's like losing a piece of you. So I will ask my guides in spirit to please help you guide this spirit home. Keeping it real, like Michelle said. Tanya, much love to you.
Much love.
All right.
In touch.
Gemini.
King of Cups. I could go on about 2 hours about this particular card, so I'm going to keep it under 2 minutes. This is love. Drinking is affecting your love life right now. There's two. It's just we're only on Gemini, and we've had 3 cards about drinking and overindulgence so far. it's obviously Mercury with retrograde. We obviously are imbibing a little bit to keep ourselves stable mentally and emotionally. It's obviously a tremendously emotional time, but I mean, this is 3 cards of excessive drinking, and we've just started our reading. But the King of Cups in the upright is the most noble king with love. Okay, he's always double fisted, so he's always the jovial one, and he always likes to, not only about drinking, it's always about outpouring of emotions, expressing emotions. You never know where you don't stand with a King of Cups energy in your life. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, by the way. Doesn't have to be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with your love interest. It could be in their chart. You just don't know about it. And again, kings and queens in tarot are interchangeable because we possess both masculine and feminine traits. But when we get this King of Cups in reverse, somebody's holding back emotions. Somebody is really allowing their past programming and their past childhood to affect how they want to communicate. There is a lot of excessive outsource of help. We typically think it's drinking, but sometimes it can be other obsessive things, shopping, gambling, obsessively being on the internet, porn. It can be all of it. Right now in your love life, Gemini, it seems to me that the drinking is stopping you. For me, they're taking this existing relationship to the next step or not allowing you to take a step forward into this relationship. You got to really step back again, just like Taurus before. This one's on you, Gemini. This is a card I'm reading for you, not for your significant other. You got to look and see what you're doing. I got to keep
I love that.
The energy this week's like crazy, but I got to
look at the colors. The energy this week is crazy. Purple is passion. Did you know that Mars is in your pleasure zone right now, Gemini? And it's going to be that way for the next few weeks. So you're not thinking clearly. You're thinking from those vibrational juices flowing through you. Just really sit back, relax, kind of isolate. What I love, okay. All right. So Spirit's telling me, show you this card again. It's almost like you're trying to move on from the past, but you're struggling. And so maybe that's where this excessive drinking is coming in. You're trying to dull and numb your senses, your emotions. The sword is not about that. The sword is about cognitive thinking, that conscious thinking. So it's suggesting that there's some unfinished business, that maybe there's some unresolved partnership conflicts that you've had. There's some lessons that need to be learned, but you also need to understand wholeheartedly that lessons are just opportunities to know what didn't work in your life before and what could possibly work if you don't care where you're getting on the boat, just get on the boat, move forward and deal along that journey, deal with this unfinished business, because this is a beautiful transition for you to be able to move forward in your life. Do you agree, Michele?
Keep that card up because as an intuitive reader, I've done a dissertation about that particular card. The 6s in the tarot really resonate to me. I'm getting a tattoo of the 6 of Pentacles right on my ass, and I cannot wait because that is my card. But this 6 of Swords, let's talk about it. It talks about you don't see the house, the Ferrari, the bank account. This is a card intuitively that when it comes in my personal readings, we talk about priorities. And it's almost like a light bulb has gone off on you that you are figuring out what your priorities are. You don't see ego. You don't see material items in that boat. You proverbially see family, could be any member of your family, in a boat with a cloak, and that's it. If you have not taken inventory on your priorities of who you are, now is the time to do so. That is a card all about zeroing in on priorities. And I could go off and off about that card. I love that.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Career.
I'm so glad that Spirit chose this card this week.
Me
so
too.
let's move
Me
forward.
Too.
Career.
All right. But amazing in the world of career. We got the Ace of Swords. Again, swords, communication and intellect. When we put communication plus intellect together, sometimes that equals the internet. But this is also for those of you who speak in the workplace, publicly speak, need to speak to a boss, need to speak to your team. You're going to kill it this week. Be extremely articulate with what you're going to say. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning, a no bullshit new beginning. And it could also mean a promotion coming your way. So it's a great, great card for career.
I love that. So let's move on to Cancer.
I have to do 3 quick cards for Cancer because I was told to pull this card
I'm
out.
so glad because I
We
have a
have the
friend who's a
Ash.
Cancer who really needs some direction.
On an energy level, then we'll do love, then we'll do career. On an energy level, you're looking at life as a mirage. Keeping it real, Cancer. What's right in front of you is not really in front of you. That fire really is not on the water. And that fire is causing fear to this ash tree, like it's going to catch on fire. But the fire's a mirage. It's not really there. So it's telling me on an energetic level right now, Cancer, that you really need to open your eyes and see what's truly in front of you. That you are really, probably more so than any sign this week, Mercury affects all of us, but affecting you, you are not seeing reality. You are seeing what you want to see. And what you want to see is fear. It is everything that can stop you from moving forward to live your best life ever. That is what you're imagining right now. So, I mean, we have a double whammy. Not only are you not seeing reality right now, what you are manifesting is fear, blockages, inability, lack of self-confidence. Got to keep it real. This is a heavy energy for you. And let me tell you, I heard one of my favorite online tarot readers. His name is Chris, and he owns Minnow Pond. Just he reads a mixture of cards and includes a regular deck of playing cards into his readings, which I have found fascinating, and I've learned much on reading regular playing cards in the world of tarot through him. What he says is Mercury with retrograde shadow, Mercury with retrograde and post shadow. So we're looking at the next 6 or 7 weeks. It's time for you to really take self-inventory of yourself. And if you're going to make mistakes, make every mistake during this time. You want to know why? He said this to me, and I believe this as a reader. We all learn lessons. We all learn lessons. Every day we learn another lesson. But somehow during Mercury with retrograde, we learn that lesson deeper and we understand that lesson behind the scenes deeper. So if you're going to F up, if you're going to make mistakes, if you're not going to make the right choices for yourself, the next 6 weeks is the best time to do it because the lesson will come through on a deeper level. Now, I mean, it's sorry for the heavy read, Cancer, but I had to pull it out because that's what the cards say. When we talk about love, I have the High Priestess, sign of Pisces, the girl who knows all, the boy who knows all but tells nothing. You know what your feelings are for this person in your life. You know whether or not it's time for you to leave this relationship. I'm getting that more than feelings of love that you're following up. I'm getting more of a feeling like, you know what, this isn't for me. And I'm stuck in it. And there's a level of reliability. And we've created a life for ourselves. But something is telling me that you know this is not what you want for long term. So every day you stay in this relationship is another day you're knee deep in. So that's what I'm just getting as an intuitive feel right now. This is all about the High Priestess. This is the card of divine intervention and divine intuition. You are getting serendipity. You are getting synchronicity. You are getting signs. You are hearing voices. Something is telling you that this is not either the right relationship for you, or that something needs to change in this relationship to make it the right relationship for you. Only you know because you're not telling anyone.
No, I love that because Spirit channeled to me this morning that Cancers are going to feel really more domestic than usual. So being aware that that's the energy surrounding you, just try not to get soaked into something that's not of your highest and best. And I think that this is perfect for Cancer because this to me is saying there's going to be moments when you doubt, are you on the right track? Are you making the right decision? Leave behind what you think things should be like. And I want you to feel it because this is all about intellect. This is all about getting out of your mind. I want you out of your mind because this card gently encourages you to start moving forward. Make that decision. Is this for your highest and best? It might not be. Is it ever going to be? Probably not. You agree, Michele?
I completely agree. It's all about your higher and best right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. This energy of this Mercury with retrograde, these 2 weeks, it's all about and being truthful to yourself about it. Period.
Yeah, and it's going to head you into a better future. Oh, perfect. See? Can't
And
make
you know,
this
it
up.
shows me that things were going awry in everyone's love life right now, but work seems to be going well. The Nine of Wands, one of my favorite cards in the deck, it just is. Why? Because this is all about breaking free from blockages, breaking free from your mental jail, making a decision to move forward. This is completely in line with the Six of Swords. This is having many passions, many options, many things that are pulling you in many directions, and you saying, I'm done, selecting the one passion that matters for you, breaking out of jail, breaking out of the blockages that are not allowing you to move forward and to live your higher and greatest, making that decision and moving forward. As you can see, he doesn't take the largest wand. He doesn't take the shortest wand. Whatever that symbolizes to you, let it symbolize. He takes the wand that connects to his soul the most. Meaning sometimes the shiny things on the outside are not always the best for you on the inside. Some of the things that you think, well, I'm raised to have this value system, and if I take this job, I'll have the Ferrari and the big home. But how about the job that makes you feel better? That's what this is all symbolizing. It's taking what's best for you to elevate your soul to the highest, selecting it, and moving forward.
But unfortunately, I just drew this. It says celebrate you. I don't think you realize the beauty and the incredible power that you hold. So really, I want you to celebrate all of your triumphs, all of your glory, all of your hard work. Start celebrating what makes your uniqueness you, because if you don't, nobody else will. So let's move on to Leo.
Love. I'm using this for love now. I'm gonna skip over the energy and use this for love. I got the Hawthorn. I love this card for many reasons. Talk about love, Leo. The Hawthorn hedge is used to protect Japanese and the Asian culture temples. They put this around all of their temples. Why? Because it's beautiful, and they put it around a hedge that's in the shape of a star. Star in tarot is all about healing. It's all about recognizing what needs to be healed, and it's all about taking the measurable steps to make something heal. But if you look at this card really, really close, hopefully it's not so blurry on your end. There's 3 different leaves and flowers.
Oh,
and
it
those
looks
flowers
great.
but every one of those sticks has thorns. This is for protecting. That's why they put this around the temples. Those thorns symbolize, don't tread on me. You cannot enter unless I allow you to enter. It's telling you in the world of love to make sure you proceed moving forward with caution, because the energies that might be coming towards you in the world of love may not be for your highest and greatest good. Sorry, Rainey, the energy that's coming through on these cards is hardcore. It's a fucking hardcore week, and I can't, sorry. But
No,
the
don't be
truth of the
sorry,
matter
because
is, it's
open.
hardcore, but this is what it's telling, because amongst the beauty of many of these flowers and leaves are thorns. It's telling you to make sure that you have a somewhat of a protective wall around yourself, because some of the energies that are approaching you this week may, in the world of love, whether it's existing or new, may not
Yeah.
be your higher good.
And I just want you to pause and collect yourself, because for me, the pentagram also means a sign of protection. You need to protect yourself. You really need to understand your whys, know your whys. So let's move forward, Leo, on career. I think there needs to be some honesty right now, because people need direction. And wouldn't you guys rather know? We've got to be
I have
honest.
no choice. That's just the
We
tarot
have
reader
to be
I am. I
honest.
have no choice.
I'd
I'm not,
rather
I'm
know,
not that
girl.
puffery tarot reader. I gotta call it like it is. I have my body, my mind, the way I speak, spirit, it won't allow me to say, hey, this is what you need to hear.
Don't
And cards are
sugarcoat
coming
it.
through. But again, career, this is fantastic. You may be traveling for work. You may be traveling to get a new job. This is always looking in the sun for clarity and moving forward and seeing your ships coming in. So if you're looking for a new job, it's coming right around the corner for you. It may not be the job that you thought you were going to get, but it is a job that's going to be extremely fulfilling. That whole card is filled by the sun. The sun is a complete abundance. That means I think you're going to be offered more money than you even asked for. I'm also getting another entrepreneur feel for this card. It's telling you that there's many options right now. I mean, in the world of buying businesses or buying homes, I mean, COVID's made the whole world crazy. You're going to be presented with a lot of options. And again, it's telling me you're going to pick one of those options for an investment or a new business or a new partnership. Fantastic. It's going to be a very big reward. This is a double card of yes. So whatever
I
pressure
love
you have
that.
in career, this is a card of yes.
So we have a question from Karma. Karma says, is my divorce soon for closure? I'm so mentally exhausted. His prolonged making me struggle financially. And I want to read that one last sentence again. I'm so mentally exhausted of his prolonging and making me struggle financially. So I'm going to let Michele go, and then I'm going to chime in because I've already got a huge download for you, Karma.
I pulled two cards here. I have the Empress in reverse and the Fool in reverse. And I'm sorry, no, your divorce isn't going to end soon. He's going to make this a miserable experience. I got to keep it real. With the Empress in reverse, that means all he wants to do is shake you up so you lose your power, you lose your sense of self. The Empress in reverse is a loss of money, a loss of jobs, a loss of finances. And with the Fool in reverse, it's being caused by somebody who will not take a leap. Your ex will not take a leap of faith to move forward in his life. He has learned to create an environment for you that is causing chaos, and he has found some sort of solace in that. So I wish I had better news for you right now, but to get the Empress in reverse and the Fool in reverse, no, I don't think it's going to close very soon. And I think you're going to have a few extra tumultuous moments that you're going to have to face. But what we need to do is we need to do this for you. Okay, we need
Yes.
you to start having a leap of faith and having relief. The light just went on in the back. I don't know if you saw, but my whole
I
light
did.
just turned on behind me, and I
Yeah,
don't.
you'll see it in the
I
replay.
was in the dark. I don't know what just went on. I'm telling
Confirmation
you,
from
Rainey,
spirit.
buckle down, man. The next few weeks is just going to be. I mean, that was just like all of a sudden I see myself on this video. You need to grab hold of you and not get sucked into what he is trying to accomplish for you. You have a whole new world waiting for you. The Fool, Beatles wrote the song, The Fool on the Hill. The Fool's not the fool. The Fool's the smartest card in the deck because he allows the universe and he trusts the process. Trust the fucking process. You need to leap into a faith of your new life, and quickly you will become the Empress. That's the Queen of the Queens in the deck. That's somebody who knows who she is, what she wants, invests wisely, and moves forward. This also means that there might, and I have no idea who you are or who I'm reading for right now, so I'm just keeping it real. Don't know if you're financially dependent on this person, but if you are, some money's going to come your way. But the truth of the matter is, he is holding you in this energy, and it's going to be up to you. Pull up that Six of Swords, Rainey.
Oh
Get
yeah,
your
baby
boat,
girl.
make your own sail, and find your own ships to come in. And you don't see there's a lot of money there. You don't see that it's also telling you that there's a lot that you may need to leave behind for this new beautiful. That's what I always talk about with that card too in my personal readings. You don't see a single material possession in that car. Chooses to
Nothing.
leave it behind to move forward on a whole new life because spirit is calling.
I'm going to
That's
add
it
to
today,
that
Rainey, but
because
keeping it real, and I hope that's a help for you because I want you to protect yourself.
I have the same exact message because I want you to change the energy. You say that he is prolonging it and making you struggle. Change the energy. Take your power back. Don't be tied to the outcome because it's not your timing, my love. Karma, with love and grace, it's not your timing. Let it go. Let go. Let God. This is telling me the energy is that you are leaving the shore of your comfort zone regardless. You don't know where you're headed. It's fine. You don't have any idea, but this is movement. You're not driving the boat here. You have somebody else driving the boat. Take back your power. How calm the water is will depend on whether you're willing to let go and flow or want to fight against the current. Are you in a tsunami or are you in a beautiful breeze? The choice is yours. It's your perception on the current situation. Change that energy. Literally pulled this card. It said, drop it. Let go. Give it to God. Give it to your higher power.
Oh my God, that tropic card's fantastic. I mean, that's really what it is. That is what the Fool is, that we have to turn it around.
Oh, can't make this up.
Cannot make this up. Jumping off the cliff, not looking down, because he knows spirit is going to take him to the next path. You've got to trust this process. But again, you need to move forward for yourself because your ex would allow you to be in this energy. That's
forever, because there's obviously he's getting something out of it. So don't let him get that side of you. Let it go. Look at this weight. He's literally dropping a weight off of the balloon so that the balloon can fly higher.
Love that card.
I love that card, Sonia Croquette. The answer is simple, keeping it simple, but keeping it real. So I hope that helped my beautiful Carmen. Virgo, right? Are we on Virgo?
I've got to pull a quick energy for Virgo, then love, then career. Quick energy, the date palm. Everything that you've wanted right now is coming to you. The seeds that you've planted are not only have grown the tallest tree, but you see all the date palms. You're going to embark upon something. And we're not reading for career, I'm reading energy right now, but this is an energetic moment to where all of your fruit is coming to fruition. But as everything in life, you have a big flamingo that somehow flew into the top of the palm tree and can't get out. Something is stuck in your world that you need to move and move aside so that you can have everything that you want. That message is coming through so clear. That flamingo is stuck in that palm, had no business flying all the way up there, and now it's stuck in the top of the palm. The thing is with that flamingo, it has all the food it can want because it's unlimited dates. It has all the water and nutrients. That flamingo can be stuck there for the rest of their life and be content, but it's not what it wants. Nor is it you, Virgo. You could have everything you want if you unstick. There's one element in your life, and I don't know what that is. Only you would know where that resonates, to unstick it and move forward. Now let's dive
I'm
right
going
in.
to add on to that because my notes from Spirit this morning, every morning before Tarot Tuesdays, I sit with Spirit and I ask them just to give me a simple sentence or two for each astrological sign. And Virgo, there's really a lot of power in self-realization, knowing who you are. Again, I'm going to say, and I don't know why I keep repeating it, but know your whys. Let's move forward.
All right, Virgo, we're going to talk love. We got the Star card with the Rider-Waite.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Well, no, it's not the Rider-Waite. Sorry, it's my crystal visions. The Star card's all about healing. It's all about healing. And you may have met somebody new that has potential to be something real for you, but until you heal your past wounds, you're not going to be able to give your 100% all. So Spirit's coming through loud and freaking clear to me right now. Tomorrow, you need to wake up and be a whole different person. You need to absolutely write a letter to the person who hurt you. And I don't think that this is an immediate ex. I think that you're still drawing power from somebody 10, 15 years ago in your life. That's what Spirit's telling me. Write them a goodbye letter. Set it on fire. Wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to give this new relationship my all. I'm going to heal. And it's time for me to move forward. Because if you don't heal that past wound, Virgo, you're really, really going to miss a golden opportunity, which I think is right in front of you. For those of you in existing relationships, today go home and say, I'm sorry. Whatever you guys fought about, it's petty, it's BS. It doesn't matter in the whole of your relationship. It's time to apologize, go out to dinner, have a little fun, put the petty shit behind you so that you can move forward on a healthy relationship.
I absolutely love that. So we have a question, and this is the lady that emailed us a while back, Kathy, that somehow her email just got lost in the tons and tons of emails. And her question is, and we're going to do it live for you right now, Kathy. Let's roll with that. And Amy, welcome. Sandra, Priscilla, thank you guys all for coming. So her question is, how about my animal communication business? She wants to know how that's going to go, how that's going to roll, and anything else exciting she can look forward to.
Not make this shit up.
Ah!
10 of Pentacles. Your animal, and look at the animal surrounding her. Look at, I gotta go as close as I can go. There's the light on.
God, no way.
10
Look
of
at the
Pentacles.
castle in the background.
Extremely successful. The castle in the background, animals surrounding you, money, pentacles, stability. It's fantastic. Okay. What it's also telling me, I took a stack of card from Rider-Waite. Got the King of Wands. Don't know if you're doing this by yourself or if you're doing this with a partner. But what it's saying is don't hold back on your creativity with this particular business. I know sometimes we're always plagued with, do we create a very stoic banking environment with our businesses? No, it's telling me for you to make this a huge success, which is going to be. You need to show a very flamboyant, very creative side to this business. Make sure your logo is creative. Make sure your website is engaging. Make sure you do creative marketing ways to get the word out. And once you do, boy, you got nothing but success. Look at all the animals around. Wow.
Look at all of those colors. I love the castle in the background of that one card, because when I look at that card, the castle is showing me that you really have a lot to look forward to. You just need to keep your eye on where you want to go with this beautiful animal communication business. You are different. Connect with your soul family. For me, I want you to just be a little more unique than the typical animal communication person. And I just grabbed, I mean, that's what you're getting too, Michelle. Be unique, be different.
It's also, the King of Wands is a very, very structured king. He's there for a reason. He's there because his hand is firmly gripping a wand. Wand's all about passion and action. When I get passion plus action, that means plan of action. So do not open up a business without your vision of where you want to go, who your customer is, where your target market share is, where the money's coming, how the money's going to be spent, a marketing campaign. In order for you to make this successful, you need a plan of action. The King of Wands is the king of the plan of action. It's not just opening up and saying, I'm open for business. It's all about knowing who you are, a vision statement, a mission statement, a plan of action on how you're going to get there.
Yeah, because look at that card again with the castle. For me, that's a vision plan. That's mind mapping. For me, I feel it. I see it. I know that that castle is right there. I can almost reach it. But in order to get there, I agree with you must have a plan. And I even pulled out Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle cards just for you, Kathy. And I love these. Oh my gosh, the White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. Gather your spirit friends around, run some of your readings off on them, ask them what you think. Get your team, your like-minded team to help you create this vision. But you must have a vision. You must know a why. It's the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. Look on the symbolism of what White Raven Spirit is, and 2 6s.
I love my
6. You cannot make this up. I want you to look up the symbology of 666. It's not negative at all. It's the Nikola Tesla numbers 369. You must have a plan. You must have a map. Map it out. Do some mind mapping. But moreover, get your group together. Run around with them. Run around the tree and tell them what your vision is. Do some little practice readings. Just keep fine-tuning it. Anything else to add to that, Michele?
I do, because this particular pentacle, you can see that there are 6 pentacles going down the side here into the earth and 4 pentacles going up. So that means when you're looking at your business plan of action, it's telling me that you need to spend more money on the grounding. That means where you're going to have this business, location, marketing, structure, and then spend less money on the things that are a little bit more esoteric about the business. And just, we can go much deeper in another time on this, but it's telling me that this is not an equal business plan, that you have to put more effort and money in the front end than the back end. Okay.
And as soon as you started saying that, Michele, Kathy, do not hire friends. Your spirit team is awesome, but we want you to hire people that are spiritually minded. Like I just interviewed this lady by the name of Marie Ham. It's on my YouTube channel. She is like-minded. She does social media. She does websites. You don't want a friend to do it because they're too close, but you want someone in the spiritual business. That's why I kept showing you your spirit group. I want you to hire like-minded people to run your social media, help you with your website, because they're going to understand your vision a little bit clearer, if that makes sense. And the reason I grabbed this Lumerian crystal is because you really need to understand, why are you doing this? What makes you different? What makes you unique? And start bouncing it off some people who will tell you how they made it you feel. How did your readings and your connection to their animal make you feel? I love that card because look at it. She's surrounded by animals.
I can't make it up.
Right? So you're on the right track, but you have some fine tuning to do before you walk into that castle. Hope that helped. Yay, I'm glad we got to do this live, Kathy. Hope this helped. So we are on to what, Libra?
I have to just shout out to our Raiders. I'm wearing my Raider shirt today because last night's win was so off the chart spectacular. It was absolutely perfect for Shadow of Mercury retrograde. We won the game. They took it away from us. We had to win the game a second time in overtime. It was just incredible. What an amazing night for Las Vegas. Wearing it proud. Anyway, I had to
Las
shout that
Vegas
out.
needs that because right
Las
now
Vegas needs it bad.
We do, because we are one of the largest cities economically hit by COVID. So I'm going to ask all of you, whether you live in Las Vegas or not, please just surround this beautiful town, the state of Nevada, with your white light, because I see some pretty rocky things ahead, but surround us with white light. And thank you, Raiders, because it's the boost that we needed. It's just what we needed. Thank you. Michele, good job.
Good job to you too. Libra, let's talk about Libra. Then we're talking love. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're coming out of the cold. An ex is absolutely, unequivocally on their way back. That's it. Period. Dot. I don't know if it was a recent breakup, if it was a 2-week breakup or a 2-year breakup or a 20-year breakup. If someone's coming back into your life to make right the wrong.
No, I love that because Spirit told me this morning, Libra, you are feeling like it's time for a change. This is a ventrifact. I love this crystal.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't it just, I mean, I have 2 of them and they make like this beautiful frequency vibrational sound and it's time for a change, honey. Change your vibration. Let's move forward.
Career, I pulled out from the Oracle deck.
Oh, I love that card.
All about this particular pine is tiny but mighty, and they show the cabin in the background because that's the pine they use to make pine cabins that can withstand thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of snow. Okay, so what it tells me in the career is if you want to move forward, it's time for you to wake up and work your ass off. No more sloughing, no more just kicking it back, no more with doing the minimum. If this career is what you want to do, you have to wake up tomorrow with a whole new attitude that you want to be the best in your field. There's not a single thing you want to not accomplish. You want to know everything you can about the industry in which you're in, because if you do, you will become the best of your field. You will move up in the ranks of it, but you can't do it by sitting there and just doing the minimum. Keep it real, Libra.
My goodness, Michelle, because I just got a huge hit. I want you to decide what you're going to take with you and what you can leave behind. Very important at this time, Libra. You really just need to get rid of what no longer serves you. Get rid of that excess baggage. Go through your office, go through your house, purge everything that's no longer serving you, downsides. It'll help you with more clarity. So let's move on to Scorpio. Ooh, a little manifestation, Scorpio, goes a long way. Be careful what you ask for.
And Scorpios are the master manifestors for sure. I mean, whatever they touch turns to gold, and look what they get in the world.
More pentacles.
Ace. The
More
hand of God is
pentacles.
giving you
Look
a
at
whole
that.
new love, a whole new life, a whole new vision, a whole new future. Can't make this shit up. And then you have the pentacle of the star of healing. This new relationship will heal you. This new venture that you're on will heal you. This new journey that you're on will heal you. This new journey, I mean, it's all about the new. And like you said, about manifesting, Rainey, there's no stronger manifestors than the world of Scorpio. What they speak, the universe brings. It's a beautiful way to be. But if your mind is thinking wrong things, Scorpio, the universe also will bring you those wrong things. So you've got to be very, very careful and very calculating what you wish for, because it's going to come through and it's divinely guided. The aces are all divine, handed from the divine over to you. And it's a brand new start, something that's going to heal you, something that's going to be absolutely majestic in your life. But you got to keep your mind from going into dark spaces, Scorpio. You've got to keep your mind into, this is what I want. This is what I deserve. Let's talk about that with Scorpio and every other sign. So much of what we want out there, we inherently don't feel that we deserve it. You've got to wake up and say, I've got one life to live on this 3D earth. I deserve it. Okay, that was.
Guess what? This is so Mercury. This is so Mercury. We somehow just got kicked off. Not of the internet, but off of YouTube. Swear to you.
It just said you're recording now.
Right, but I'm recording on this computer because I want to finish and I'm going to post the rest.
Okay, got it. So we'll move.
I don't even know. I don't know what to do.
My lights going on and off. I can't. I mean, I just can't. Okay, so we're going to finish with Scorpio.
Yes.
8 of Wands in the workplace. You're going to slay it. This is. We've gotten a lot of wands and a lot. It's all about the plans of action that you've moved forward coming into fruition. It's all the seeds that you have put in are coming into fruition. This is my stampede. Everything you want in the workplace can be yours. So if you want a new job, it's yours. If you want to expand your existing job, it's yours. If you want to take on a new partnership, it's yours. If you have an this is what's really killing me right now, is this entrepreneur spirit. I'm going to have to take a separate card for them just to know.
I'm just going to come up with this real quick because keeping it simple, step away from the crowd, be our authentic self.
Love it.
You just need to be you. And look at heart. Feel through your heart. If it makes you feel good and makes you feel loved, do it. You're not cheap.
whatever you do in the entrepreneur world, if you want to invest in something new, do it. Just make sure you're legally sound. Justice is always the card of Libra. It's also the card of legal counsel. Just make sure whatever you move forward on, you're doing in the proper constraints of the legal world. But it's telling me if there's a new entrepreneur project, to go for it. And if you're in an existing job, there's a lot of seeds that you put maybe for years now that are going to explode. So Scorpio, it's a good week for you. God
And
bless.
all that networking you've done, all those seeds you have planted, trust, it is going to pay off. But again, I don't want you to be the sheep. I want you to be your unique self, full of heart, love, and grace. So let's go on to Capricorn.
Sagittarius.
Oh, Sagittarius. Sorry,
Sagittarius
Sag.
love.
I
Let me
always
get in. I've got to study this card deeper and deeper because this is one of my favorite cards. And the amazing thing is I have seen one of these trees, and I don't think I should have seen this tree in Northern America, but I just did in California. It really stopped me in my tracks to take a look and see one of my.
What is it?
It's the Sugi tree. Again, it's another Asian-based tree. It's one of the strongest, most sturdiest trees in the deck. This particular card doesn't show the leaves because it wants you to have that anticipation of the future. So when we're talking love, Sagittarius, there's something coming up for you right around the corner that's a little bit of a mystery. It's kind of sexy. It's kind of fun and frolicky. And I'm really excited for you because here's the key about this card. You don't know what's next, and I can't tell you because they won't show me the leaves, and the leaves are what tell me what to tell you. Okay, so it's right around the corner. It's a little bit of a mystery, but here's the key. Key. Let me get my little pointer. See this and this. By no means, with a trunk this thick, should any leaves be growing out. Okay, it is growing growth, happiness, abundance, and life in pockets of this tree that have no business growing it. You're going to meet the person of your dreams where you least expect it. You're going to meet your soulmate coming up, maybe not this next week. I'm not that tarot reader that says it's coming right now. But in the next couple of months, the energy, the portal with Mercury retrograde is opening for you right now, Sag. But you are absolutely going to meet the soulmate of your dreams in the most unlikely place because we have growth in this tree in the most unlikely spaces. So keep your eyes way open. I love this.
You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. But we're back live, and I'm seeing it live. It just popped up.
So I wonder if that means our Scorpio reading is not going to be, it wasn't live, or if it's recorded. It'll be.
I don't know, but we're going to go with it. That's all I'm going to say because I still see you guys.
That's fun. I mean, there's a great reading. I mean, that's incredible. All right. I believe anything.
World.
I mean,
this is my
honestly, world. We usually have one or two technical things, but I mean, it is so shadow right now. My life is back on too. It's just crazy. All right. Where are we? Where are we with the
Capricorn?
Crazy Sagittarius career? Hold on to your money, Sagittarius. Change is happening in your workplace. So it's telling me to show you this is the card of hoarding. It's holding back. When we get this card in love readings, it's all about holding back emotions, holding back feelings, holding back talking. When I get this in a career, it's like covering your heart, making sure your head is on straight with how you're spending money and holding on to your money. It's also a warning to stop spending like a drunken sailor. You need to really hold back on monetary. We don't know what the future lies in, but it's telling you to stop spending and invest wisely. Keeping it real.
I love that. Let's jump on to Capricorn. We're almost out of time.
Temperance.
But we're doing good. We're doing good this week. Oh, love that card,
okay,
Temperance.
I'm going to speak super fast so we can get through. Capricorn, Temperance. Not for people looking for new love, it's people in existing love. You're at a very mellow, happy, healthy, balanced place with your current relationship. Okay, and it's also telling me to make water out of wine, which is why they're going back and forth, which is sometimes you just have to compromise, even if you don't want to compromise to keep the peace in your household. So I'm just sending you that message. Also, it's an angel being sent down into this scenario. This is the hand of the universe, hand of spirit coming in. To make this relationship a little bit more balanced. I got to do for new people, hold on. King of Swords, if you are looking for love, somebody's going to cross your path. You're a king, which means somebody who has their act together. Again, it could be a king or a queen. It's interchangeable. When I get swords, it's somebody who speaks well. It could be a legal person. It could be an attorney. It could be a public speaker. It could be a politician. Swords, on the other hand, are also my doctors, my surgeons, my cutters. Okay, this is also somebody who could use a very big artist, somebody who sculpts or welds or something with their hands, very precision. This is the person who's highly precision, somebody new's coming into your life if there's not an existing.
I love that. Let's go to career.
King of Swords. Wait, did I just get what was that? King of Swords in this card for love, King of Swords in this deck for career. Can't make this shit up, just so you guys can see.
Mental.
Just shows the different cards. I mean, every card and every artist has their own depiction. Of course, this is our Bible. This is the Rider-Waite. This is like the original Testament. All tarot stems back from the Rider-Waite, and then artists created their thing. But in the world, this is you being promoted to the boss, or this is you working in a workspace and speaking up as the leader of your peers, where you guys are fed up and you become the unpaid and unofficial spokesperson of your peers to speak to the boss about changes and things that need to take place in your workplace. This is also being divinely orchestrated, because whenever I have birds flying and above, you're getting some divine intervention coming down to make sure that you speak truth and stand in your authentic truth. So it's going to be a good week for you in the workplace. Where are we, Capricorn? But I just want you to know that it's time for you to speak your truth. And if you are being the unofficial spokesperson of the team, just always remember that you're speaking to the higher ups, and to speak with a kind, loving tongue and not a curt tongue. I mean, you know, you could get fired by saying one thing if you're a jerk and you say the wrong thing. Just make sure you manage how you communicate, especially because energy is wild right now.
Yeah, because sometimes swords for me can carry like a negative connotation, but it's just a very strong, forceful message for you. You know, for me, swords serves as sometimes like a warning to be more cautious of what is occurring around you.
Warning.
Yeah, so this is a good warning. Just be mindful. This is all about mindfulness.
Aquarius.
And don't let your goals be all consuming. I have to tell you, Capricorn, you need balance in your life. So let's go to Aquarius. Ooh.
Cedar of Lebanon, which that was the hospital that I was born in, California. Cedars of Lebanon.
Crazy.
I will just go deeply about this card very simply for you. And we are Aquarius right now. Don't look through the pane glass window for everything you want. Walk out the door and get it. Pull up that Six of Swords, one of your Six of Swords. Everything you want is on the other side of that window, Aquarius. You can sit in your house from the comfort of your own home and look through that pane glass window at everything you want. But until you get into the boat and actually move forward, you're not going to get it. So it comes down to this. How bad do you want it? How bad do you freaking want it? Because if you want it, you got to go for it. There has been a theme in today's reading, as crazy as this video has been, that it's time to get out of our minds and into action. Actions speak louder than words. It's time for you to get everything you want. It's right there. But you got to get in the boat. You got to start rowing. You've got to make the decision. And there goes my light on again. I have no idea what is going on right now with this. I have not a friggin' clue what is going on with this light right now. It's time to move forward, Aquarius. Everything you want is on the other side of this pane glass. Get in the boat, man. Get in the boat.
And this card tells me you don't care where you start and you don't care where you end. It's all about the transition in between. It's all about the journey, you know, because you need to make a change. And this is just another transition in life. I know you're reluctant to do so, but I just want you to have faith that everything's going to work out okay. This issue is not going to go away on its own. And you really just need to just start. And that's what September is too. September is all about the journey.
All right, Aquarius, let's talk career. Now we have the King of Wands. I know we've had the King of Wands twice now, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, several.
I used to double deck, but in the world of career, this has a different meaning than the other time for you, Aquarius. It's telling me to watch your flamboyancy. This is my flamboyant king in the workplace. Don't go in cocky. If you have a presentation due tomorrow, start on it now. Don't wake up at 4 in the morning and do it. It's telling me that you've kind of flipped the switch to being a little bit cocky and a little bit, I got this attitude in the workplace, and that's what's coming through. And what sucks is that you're probably one of the smartest people in your workplace and you have more articulation and more ability to make things happen in the workplace. But if you turn up that cocky side of yourself, it's not going to allow people to see your real, true experience. Okay. Also, in job interviews, for those of you who are starting new, the King of Wands is again the king that walks in and says, I can do everything. You know, what it's telling me to tell you for these job interviews, if you're looking for a new job, is to really listen to the question, listen to what they are asking you. Tell me your experience before. Go into some of the detailed experiences of what you've done in your former work life and give them the details of how you took a problem and you found a solution in the workplace. People don't want to hear about the problems, and a new job does not want to hear about the problems. They want to hear how you solved it. This is all about solving problems, taking action and solving problems. So if you're in that new space of getting a new job, then what I need you to do is to really listen to those questions. For those of you who are entrepreneurs and want to do something different in the workplace, I just got really strong, really strong. Change your logo. Don't know where that came from. Just hit me like this. Change your logo. Changing your logo will open up a whole new energy source that will bring in more business, more determination, more creativity into your workplace. It just said to change your logo. Gotta keep it
Yeah, and
going.
Aquarius, you're all about water, so just open those floodgates and let it flow. But I also feel that you're very unbalanced right now. Spirit told me that you really need to get more balance. Is career just taking over your life and you're negating home or yourself? Everything has to be a balance. So if you're even going into a new job interview, like Michele said, just be more balanced, be more humble, be more ready to listen. My grandmother used to tell me right here, seek first to understand before you too can be heard. So please remember that. That's your mantra. Write it down. So let's go on to Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, move outside your comfort zone and go with it. This card is for you, girlfriend. This card is for you, boyfriend. Do
This is
it.
movement. This is movement. This is what are
Yep.
we? We're on love. Six of Wands is the card of victory. What you want in love will come to you if you move towards it. Period. End of story. The Six of Wands is marching into victory. See, he's marching in from the war, and he has the wreath of victory. You're marching straight into victory in love. Okay, you have selected the wand, the action, and you've decided to move forward with the white horse. Okay, but this flipped out too. So I got to say, if you want victory in love, whether you're in an existing relationship or a new relationship, you've got to allow yourself to properly heal from the past. The pomegranate, star. This is like the third, fourth, or fifth time a different star card has come out in this Tarot Tuesdays. I mean, every single star card has come out with these decks more than once. I mean, it's just been crazy. This is in the reverse. It's talking about, there's my light on again. It's talking about allowing yourself to heal from past hurts, past traumas, past life programming, ancestral life programming. And once you allow yourself to properly heal, you can march into a new love, brand new love with victory. Okay.
I love that because it's outside of your comfort zone, Pisces. But I am drawn to the energy surrounding that because there's moments when you doubt whether you're making right decisions. Just leave the past behind, because if you're paralyzed in making the decision, you're never going to move forward. And this is all about just getting in the boat and going. This card really gently, with heart, love, mind, and grace, this card gently encourages you to start moving forward. Just start. It reminds you that no matter what, you're going to head towards a better future regardless. Pisces, move out of your comfort zone for growth.
Workplace. Five of Swords reversed. Let me take another card. I'm going to take two cards, sorry. Queen of Wands reversed. Someone in your workplace, Pisces, is stealing or ripping off the company. I keeping it real. Somebody in your workplace has said a lie. Liar, cheater, stealer card, the second one in the deck. And to get the Queen of Wands in reverse is extremely congeniality being completely turned upside down in chaos. So we have chaos and we have somebody taking something that is not theirs. It could be something as simple as somebody, if you're in the world of sales, Pisces, somebody took some of your leads and got the sale behind your back. If you're in real estate, and I don't know why this is coming on heavily, you went and showed homes, 30 homes to somebody, and they ended up hiring their friend at the end to get the commission. I don't know how that stuff works, but I'm getting very heavily sales and commission spaces in the workplace, that somebody is doing you a little bit dirty right now, or commissions that you were supposed to be paid were not paid properly, or you were entitled to a group of leads that they decided to give to somebody else. I could go on, but for those of you who are in that type of a work environment, I just want to be very, very cognizant of sharing with you that things are not on the up and up in your work environment where sales are all about. Okay, and then for those of you who need another job, I'm going to keep this card but pull somebody else. This card also has different meanings. If you're looking for a job, this is withholding negativity. This is unleashing negativity. So you are going to be coaxed by a master spokesperson, meaning if you're interviewing for another job, sorry that this is long-winded, these messages are coming through. If you are being interviewed by a job, maybe by a vice president of the company or a senior level director for the company, they're going to try to lure you into hearing negative things about your former job place. Once you say those negative things, they're not going to hire you because they feel that you spoke negativity about your place of employment. This person is going to lure you into talking like that. So this is a warning. If you're on a job interview and somebody says, tell me about your past work employment, you say 3 positive things about your past employment, no matter what went on. I learned this. They gave me autonomy to learn this. I learned key management tools from this. You do not say a negative thing about your former employment. They are luring you in to talk negative about your former place of employment. And then they will use that against you so that you don't get this job. And I think this is a job you really want. So sorry, I have no idea how hard
No,
that
never be
is for me,
sorry.
but I just had to get that message out for whatever Pisces. Obviously, that's not going to resonate for everybody, but I just had to get that message out for whoever, even if it just resonates for one.
But here's the thing, beautiful. For me, I would rather know. And this is a job where I think you could shine. This is really a beautiful future ahead for you. So it's not a negative thing. Just like Michele said, you've got to keep it positive. And for me, your future and how you choose to be in alignment with that future all has to do with your highest good and long-term potential. So just, the swords is all about mental. Get out of your head. Always put your best foot forward. You're in the boat. You're on this. It's kind of almost like a rite of passage. Would you agree, Michele?
I do. And if you pull up that boat, this is, I could talk about that card for hours, and I will. One day, Rainey and I are going to do a let's go tarot card by tarot card, but there's no food or water in that boat.
Exactly.
So it's also telling you that when you make this move forward, that you can't do it on an impulsive level. That's not about what the Six of Swords is all about. Swords are all about communication and all about intellect. It's all about making that move because it's for your greater source, but it's also about protecting, there's my light again, protecting the energy of yourself, your loved ones, and the people that you need to move forward. Don't forget, proverbially, the food and water. Don't forget what you need tomorrow to make your tomorrow shine. And that's what I could go on and on about that particular card.
No,
I will tell you this.
that's in alignment with this card because it's moving away from whom you used to be and moving towards who you want to be. So that's a beautiful, beautiful reading. For me, we had a lot of pentacles. You call them stars. For me, that's all about illuminating, shining the light on transitions and protection. So this was a tough week. This was a tough week.
A lot of these were very channeled, and I hope that this taped because I'd like to be able to hear what I said, because the last 4 signs I think were channeled completely, and I don't know what I said and I never do. But the truth is, be cognizant that we are in shadow of Mercury with retrograde. Be cognizant on that. Be cognizant that people from your past are going to come back. Be cognizant that triggers from your past, not even another person, something that made you feel lack, made you feel unvalued, something may trigger that feeling in yourself, and you have to say, oh, hell no. I stood there, I was down that rabbit hole, I climbed myself out of that rabbit hole, and I'm not going back there. Mercury is a test of will. Mercury in retrograde is a test of stamina. It's knowing who you are, remaining on your path, moving forward on your path, but just know that there are many hurdles and obstacles along the way the next 6 to 8 weeks. You got to surpass them. Keep focused, move forward. God
I
bless.
love that you said that, because in the video that was supposed to play, I give the analogy that you're this beautiful river flowing freely, just giving life to the animals that come to your shore to drink it. You're a reflection of the beautiful clouds and the sun above. And as you're going, just learn to flow with these energies, especially Mercury retrograde, because all of a sudden you look down and here's this goddamn beaver dam right in front of you, stopping your beautiful flow. So does a river just stop? No, the river keeps flowing, or it backs up into where it overflows, and then it does damage to other things. So this analogy is rivers always choose the path of least resistance. So I want you to look into the law of non-resistance. And as you're continuing to be this beautiful, mighty river flowing, just know that I can choose to just gently flow around this dam and create just a different path. Will it be a little bit rocky at first? But once you go through and create this path, the path is clear. And then you can start to flow again. So you can choose to just let it back up. And that's so the Six of Wands. I'm getting chills all over my body. You can choose to just stand on the shore. You can choose to get in the boat. You never know where you're going to end up, but at least you're in transition and forward movement. Michele, bravo, bravo, bravo. I think this was one of our best ones, regardless of all of the Mercury in the retrograde. I'm blaming the retrograde.
I thought,
This
you know,
was,
don't
I
fear
think,
the
one of our most
retrograde, right?
amazing.
Don't fear the Reaper, don't fear the retrograde.
Don't fear, right?
Don't fear Gatorade. You'll see all these amazing memes, but just know that energy is real. I mean, it's not bullshit. It's not just what mainstream has taken. The energy is real, and you got to ground yourself every day. And you know what? Take it slower. Don't rush around to drop your phone. Don't rush around and trip. This is when you get stitches. This is when you break ankles. Just keep yourself together. Have a beautiful week. My name is
I want to do a couple
Michele Tell.
shout outs real quick. Lacey, thank you. Lacey, thank you for joining. Ashin Teru Ayu. I'm so terrible with names. Thank you. Priscilla, Sandra, Karma, Kathy, Priscilla, Amy. I'm sorry we didn't get to everybody's questions, but join us next Tuesday. You know, sometimes, Tanya, thank you for coming. Sometimes we have, life happens, but we do try to get here every Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be here next Tuesday. God bless you all. We love you. Michele, you can find her at thesignsoftarot.com, rainyday.com. Truly, that's my name. I will see you next week. Bravo, Michele. You were brilliant. God bless everybody. Thank you for joining.